morning, my friends. Gosh, it's about 7 a.m. I got up early this morning. Last few mornings, I've just been waking up. It's crazy. It definitely isn't me. I'm not a morning person, unless I want to be. But anyway, we're driving, leaving Burlington, and we're going to take the ferry this morning over Lake Champlain to Plattsburgh, New York. So that'll be pretty cool. I think he said it's about a 15-20 minute ferry. Should be cool. We've got to go up about 17 miles to get to it. And there's several departures. I was looking at the schedule last night. I have no idea exactly when the next ferry, when I get there, will leave. I just saw a thing of different times, not knowing whether it's leave and return, so we'll find out on that deal. But we're going to do a little driving today. Not a whole lot going on today. Just going to get through New York because I don't know really what's to see at all. Cutting through this part of New York that I'm going, so. But anyway, probably end up somewhere around Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, Erie. However, there is one thing we'll see today. I'm pretty sure Niagara Falls. I think. We'll see on that deal. It just depends on how things go. So I will definitely keep you posted. It'll be cool. For sure. Well, change of plans. We're not taking a ferry. I don't know why I didn't suggest on the map. And if I would have clicked avoid ferries, it would have shown me a different route. Actually, the route I'm going. We're going to go the south end, and we don't have to take the ferry. I've been on ferries before. It's all cool, but I'm going way up the direction that I don't want to go, then I'm not going. I'm going to go south, so. Crazy. So we're not taking the ferry, but that's okay. I'm not interested in that anyway. We're taking a lot longer than what I really wanted. Not that I'm in a hurry, because I'm not. I just didn't feel like going that way. So we're good. We're all good. So, all is well, but we ain't taking the ferry. It's all good, though. But that's what the adventure is all about. You either do or you don't want to. It's all good. Alrighty. Well, we're going down some really cool back roads of Vermont. I'm about 8 miles from the bridge to New York. I'm going to cut through there. I'm about 7 hours, 26 minutes from Niagara Falls. I'll tell you what, that's the way to see Vermont and New Hampshire. Don't go to the bigger cities. Really, there isn't New Hampshire. Vermont, Burlington's the only city really you've got. There's nothing to Burlington. I'll be honest, I didn't like Burlington. There's just a couple of colleges there. There wasn't anything to Burlington. Going to roads like this, I'll turn this around and show you. Like, cornfields are everywhere. You know, nothing wrong if you get a slow down, because if you're not in a hurry, that's just what this is all about. But the cool thing is that you see these old buildings in these villages and these towns, and you'll see these big buildings and these old churches, and it's like an abandoned building, but it's like it was the town hall of Addison, Vermont. Like, if you were to go Google Addison, Vermont Town Hall building, you'd see its big white building. Now, I could have taken a video of it or a photo, but I wasn't in a position to be able to do that back there. It's about 3 miles, actually about a mile and a half behind me. But like I say, this is the coolest way to see America. I'm telling you right now, it is. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. I've said it also a million times. Make time, just get in the car and go see these places. I think everybody could do it if you put the mind to it. You really could. You just have to plan it out and do it. Listen, to me, gas is my biggest expense on this. I mean, I haven't paid for a hotel on this whole trip, and I won't. I'll stay in a couple of RV parks, like tent sites. It's not much in certain places that I would need to. Definitely have to stay in RV parks in city centers. Like when I'm in Los Angeles, I'll be in one that's already taken care of for the production music conference. when I go through Las Vegas, most definitely. You know, it's good security and safe. But other than that, it's all in the journey, my friends. It's really cool. Stay on Highway 2 through Vermont, and that's how you see it. It's really cool. So I'm on this bridge going into New York now. Pretty cool. Now my GPS, I put avoid tolls. I don't know if I'll hit any or not. I have no idea if I'll hit any or not, but I'm crossing over the southernmost part of Lake Champlain. It's a pretty big lake. I don't know what river this is, but that is beautiful. Would you look? It's in New York here. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a little river community. Couldn't tell you where I'm at because I don't have cell phone reception where I'm at. It is crazy. Got so many vision out there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know I'm in the middle of nowhere when Siri can't even tell you where I'm at. That is nice. Look at that. Beautiful. I guess this is called Shroom Lake. I don't know. It's in New York. It's pretty though. Beautiful lake. A lot of people out kayaking and out on their boats. It's pretty cool. Oh boy, I had to stop in a little mountain town here in New York called Speculator, New York. It's ski country up here. And I'll tell you something. You're cutting through here across going towards Syracuse, New York. Actually, we're probably skating past Syracuse and going to Niagara Falls there on the Erie Canal. You better make sure your tank is full. Around Highway 8 and all that, it cuts through these little highways. I had a lot of gas, but I got down just below a quarter from full, and I just topped it off because you just don't know. There were no gas stations in sight, but this place here in Speculator, some market or something, was really cool. Had a really good slice of pizza. I can't eat a lot of pizza, but I had to have one. You know, in New York, when in Rome, as they say. So I got a really good slice of pizza. That was good. I probably could have eaten two, but I can't eat stuff like that a lot. So a really good slice of pizza. Well, my friends, well, what a day of driving. I'm pulling into Niagara Falls towards Niagara Falls State Park. Kind of late in the day, but that's okay. All indication it's still open. I guess the waterfall's open all the time. But this is pretty cool. We're pulling into the state park here at about 4 miles. And you know, when that cool comes in, you know I'm gonna cut you in because, well, it's a big waterfall overlooking Canada. And I'm passing it. Why not come see it? I'm down here to go see the falls. Gift shops. It's pretty cool. Walk out the door and go down. I believe the Maid of the Mist is a boat ride, takes you under it. It's pretty cool. I'm not doing that though. Later.
You can see this from the Canada side, which you'll see Toronto on the other side. It's pretty cool. But $15 to park. We're gonna go see this. That we are. Here's Toronto. Wow, look at that. This is cool. It's pretty cool. It's not just a waterfall, folks. I'll be darned. This is cool. That's Toronto across the way in Canada. This is amazing. Holy cow, look at the power of that. Made of the mist boat. You go up under it over there. That'll get you wet. That is amazing. Would you look? That's a lot of water, folks. Damn. These guys here, they're fixing to go up under it. That's the maze of the mist, I think. That's probably worth the price of admission. There's Toronto. That is cool. It's an observation deck. Yep, those people are going to go get wet. That's pretty cool. They'll take you right up under the mist. It's still sorry. If you fell into that waterfall, you wouldn't survive it. Oh, hell no, you wouldn't. Not at all. That is massive. Gosh. It's pretty cool. Niagara Falls, my friends. This whole place is one big tourist attraction. It's huge. You got like the city of Niagara, Niagara Falls State Park, and then of course Toronto's right across the river. They have their own. And the Niagara River that comes through. I mean, this is massive. It is, I will say, something worth coming to see again. You get in the car and come see this stuff. It really is. It's worth it. That right there is an unbelievable creation right there. It's just, can't even imagine how that thing was created. It blows your mind. The wonders of the world, folks. It's so cool. Well, the battery on my GoPro is dying, so we got to charge that here, my friends. I'm leaving Niagara Falls here and heading towards Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, where I'm staying tonight. It's about a 2-hour drive. I've been driving a lot today, a lot. It's pretty cool. Man, that waterfall is unbelievable. This whole complex is just a massive tourist attraction. If you've been here before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hang on one second. I got to plug this in here. You know exactly what I'm talking about, man. It is unbelievable. And it was worth the $15 parking fee, I have to say. I mean, I haven't even been here an hour. Maybe I was, an hour or so, couple. Well, you lose track of time sometimes. But it's just something to come see. You know, you got to come see this stuff. And next year, I'll cross over into Canada and the border. There's a rainbow bridge, they call it, that takes you over into Canada. You can actually walk it. You can actually walk this bridge. It's a footbridge. It's pretty cool. That is cool because when I go next year over into Canada, and I'm going to go see my buddy Robert Parrish, hopefully he'll still be living over there. He lives right across the water in Oshawa. We'll come over here and then we'll walk over here. It'd be kind of cool because I'm a U.S. citizen, you know. So probably easier to walk this from Canada over here, knowing you're a U.S. citizen, but they're not going to inquire as much if you're driving over, which they do anyway. If you cross the border, you know how that is. But anyway, it's so cool, and there'll be more to see later. But it's worth come seeing, guys. I mean, just drive up here. When you're getting into like the town of Niagara, in Niagara County, coming into the city here, it's like, where's it at? It doesn't even look like, you're driving into anything. And then you say, okay, there's the LaSalle Expressway, and you come in, and you're going up, and it'll say, okay, Niagara Falls State Park, and you're going. All of a sudden, you'll see some mist in the sky. You'll see the towers. You'll see Toronto. Then it starts to get more and more apparent. This whole area is like restaurants and bars in the city, and it's all an attraction. In the summertime, it's madness. I mean, there's a lot of people out here right now, but because it's Friday. But man, oh man, middle of summer, you couldn't even get in here. The lot was full for about 5 minutes before they opened it here. You just get a parking space here. I had to drive around for a couple of minutes wondering where I was going to park. But it's cool. It really is. Got to come see this place. So off to Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, where I'm spending the night tonight. I'm going to go chill out. I'll get me some sleep. Been driving all day. Pretty cool. Oh, well, folks, what a great day of driving. Good night, man. I put in a long day of driving, but it wasn't like it was just enjoying the drive. It was just a great day to drive, and the weather was perfect. So basically, I left Vermont this morning. I left Williston, Vermont from that Walmart. I slept pretty good. It was a little bit of rain last night. It stopped. It was just cloudy this morning when I left, but overcast and cloudy, cutting through the little hills of Vermont, going along Lake Champlain. And as you saw, there's videos of just beautiful. I'm glad I went that way and I didn't take the ferry, because I realized it was out of the way and it started taking me. I'm thinking I just changed the setting on my GPS, and I don't know what I changed. I can't remember. But it was like, okay, it's going to take me another direction. So I had to drive kind of 20 miles back towards Burlington down the interstate, the 87, I think it was, and go back through Vermont. And I'm glad I did, because it was so cool. You'll see these little villages again, this flat land, all the cornfields of Vermont, and it took me into New York. So I think it was like Ticonderoga or something. It's a historic name from the Revolutionary War, according to my dad. But I went in there, took a left, and it just went through the Adirondack Mountains areas of New York, and it was so cool. It really was cool. I stopped at this place, and I think I'm talking about it at some point. To get gas, it was the only gas station. I'm glad I had it full. I mean, when you go out to go through this drive through the Adirondacks, one, keep your tank full. Make sure you got 300-400 miles to go. Two, you're not going to get much cell phone coverage, so make sure you have a good GPS. But you drive, and I went through this little town called Speculator. It's a ski town. There's a few towns up there that have interesting names in New York. Like there's a city called Chile, New York. Wonder how the chili is. And there's Alabama, New York. I went through a little community called Alabama, New York, going into Niagara. Interesting. Some of you may know that watching this. But anyway, coming through those hills and stuff was so beautiful along the lakes and rivers, and it was just worth the drive. It really was. Takes a little bit longer to back roads, but worth it. That's just what it's all about. So I jumped on. When I left Niagara, I was so tired. I tried to get here to where I'm staying tonight in Pennsylvania. It's outside of Erie. I just got on 90 and got on it, I had to get to a couple of tolls, but I'm sure I got about 4 bills for tolls coming from New York to my house when I get home, but I expected that anyway. The only toll I went through prior to those auto tolls, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, was $1 in Vermont or somewhere in Maine. I think it was in Maine. Yeah, it was in Maine. I'm trying to think if I was going... Yeah, I was actually going up towards Bar Harbor or something, or Waterville, but there was a little toll from $2.95 or something, but it really didn't matter. But it was great. It was just really good. And tomorrow, I got to sit down real quick. I'm fixing to crash. I'm so tired. I'm going to map out tomorrow because I'm going to go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. I'm only about an hour and a half from Cleveland here, somewhere in that neck of the woods, I assume. And then there's a national park just south of Cleveland I'm going to hit. And then from there, I'm going to kind of figure out, I'll be up in Michigan staying somewhere maybe tomorrow night, unless I stay down there in Ohio. We shall see. It's all about the adventure. I don't know. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm getting off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I tell you, Niagara Falls was so cool. That was when I do my cross-Canadian trip, we'll go back and we'll go see it. You know, I'll walk over that bridge. It'll be real cool. Over the Niagara River and all. It's so cool. Anyway, I'm off. Thank you again for watching so much. And, you know, when that cool comes in, you know I'm going to cut you in. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.